Chapter 4, Finding Thato.
The next afternoon, Gloria spent her time in the closet sorting through clothes. Much of her wardrobe consisted of business suits that she no longer wore since retiring as a school principal. She decided to set them aside for Zuri in case she ever returned to teaching. Nowadays, Gloria preferred to wear a nice t-shirt with an uplifting message, paired with lightweight sweatpants or pants and sneakers with good arch support. Downstairs, Harold was busy following up on their rental properties in North Carolina. He was dissatisfied with the property manager they had hired. As soon as he hung up, the phone rang again. Thinking it might be the property manager calling back, Harold answered only to hear a spiel from a person he didn't know. Normally, he didn't answer calls from unknown numbers, but this time, he made an exception. After listening briefly, he realized it was a scammer. Angry, he yelled and cursed at them, telling them to stop taking advantage of people. Hearing yelling from upstairs, Gloria came down to see what was going on. Harold explained about a scammer, and she realized the shouting was warranted. They relaxed for a moment, got something to drink, and discussed the shameful ways people try to fool others, especially the elderly. They recalled a friend who received a call to get their granddaughter out of jail for a DUI, with a courier sent to pick up the money. They also talked about television programs illustrating lonely people giving money to someone they believed to be romantically involved with, based on receiving fake pictures and hearing compliments, a costly need for attention. After their discussion, they decided to go outside and do some yard work before Thato arrived. Gloria put on her garden gloves to pull up weeds, while Harold got on the ride-on mower to cut the grass. He started mowing the backyard, moving methodically up and down. Next, he moved to the front yard, starting close to the house and ending near the road. Just then, Thato's bus pulled up diagonally across the street. He watched the students get off the bus, waiting to see his grandson. But when the bus door shut, his grandson hadn't appeared. Alarmed, he started to move into the street, trying to catch the bus while still on his mower. Fortunately, the bus had another stop just 2 blocks away. He managed to catch up to the bus and asked the young driver why his grandson wasn't on it. The bus driver, with the patience of a saint, replied, "Sir, I'm not a daycare. I wait for the kids to get on, follow the route, let them off, and close the doors. That's the gig." Realizing Harold had left the lawn and was riding the mower down the street, Gloria quickly stood up to see what was happening. She walked down the driveway, but by the time she reached the street, Harold was out of sight. Moments later, she saw him riding back on the mower, looking concerned. When Harold reached her, he explained that their grandson, Thato, hadn't been on the bus and suggested they call the school. Gloria promptly did so, but the school had no information on Thato's whereabouts. Worried, she tried contacting her daughter, Zuri, who was at work, but Zuri didn't answer the phone. Gloria kept calling, and finally, Zuri texted back, asking what was going on. Gloria informed her that Thato hadn't been on the bus. Zuri then contacted her husband, Tommy, who informed her that Thato had stayed after school to play basketball and would take the activity bus home, arriving later. When this information was relayed back to the grandparents in a casual manner, it left them upset for not being informed sooner. Since they were childless for the afternoon, Harold decided to take his wife out to dinner. They went to one of their favorite restaurants and discussed the day, reflecting on how absurd it had been to ride the lawnmower down the middle of the street. Now that everyone knew their grandson was safe and sound, the situation seemed almost comical. Harold made some idle threats about what he would do to the young bus driver, but they both knew he was just talking. They also talked about how inconsiderate it had been not to inform them sooner, though their anger had mostly dissipated. At the townhouse, Tommy and Thato were settling in while Zuri finished preparing dinner. Zuri wondered when Thato had decided to start playing basketball and why Tommy had told him it was okay without consulting her. She was also curious about who Thato was hanging out with. Tommy felt that Zuri was being overly cautious about Thato. He informed her that they had talked last night and he had given Thato permission. Zuri explained to both her husband and son that it's important to keep everyone informed so her parents wouldn't have to worry. They understood her point and promised it wouldn't happen again. Although Thato didn't seem entirely happy, he smiled and went to his room. Tommy felt that Zuri was being overprotective and babying Thato too much. However, he treads lightly because she had experienced issues with students misbehaving and still wasn't fully herself. Later that night, Zuri texted her mom to inform her Thato would be on the bus tomorrow, going to their house. Gloria responded with a brown thumbs-up emoji.
Do you agree with Tommy that Zuri is being too overprotective of their son, Thato?
As always, I would love to hear your comments below. Please don't forget to like and share the video. Be sure to hit the notification button to be notified of the next video. Thank you.